Hey everyone, welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul, and in this video we are going to discuss about the variance function from the statics module in Python. So this variance function returns the sample variance of a data, and the data needs to be an iterable or at least two real valued numbers. So the variance is a measure of the variability, which is nothing but spread or dispersion of data. A large variance indicates that the data is spread out, and a small variance indicates that it is clustered closely around the mean. So, if you talk about the syntax of this variance, then you have data and you have x bar. So, this data is the mandatory argument, and this x bar is an optional argument, and by default, the value of x bar is none. So if the optional second argument x bar is given, it should be the sample mean of the data. And if it is missing or you have given it as none, then the mean is automatically calculated when you are using this variance function. So we can use this function when our data is sampled from a population, and to calculate the variance for the entire population, we can use the p-variance, which we have discussed in our previous video, which is over here. And one thing you have to note while you're using the variance function is that if you have less than two values in your data, then it will raise the statics error. So let's say that I have a list named as data, and in this I have these values, and I want to calculate the variance of this. Then I can simply use this variance function. Before using this variance function, we have to import this statics module. So let's import this statics module first, and then we can simply use this variance function using s dot variance, and then we have to give the data, which is this list. And as I have not calculated the sample mean, that's why I am omitting this x bar argument. Now if I run this, you can see that we are getting 1.3720 is the variance of this data. Now let's assume that before checking the variance, I have already checked the mean of this data. Okay, so let's say that I'm putting m equal to s dot mean of this data, and let's print this m. So if I run this, we are getting 1.60 as the mean. Now as I have already calculated the mean, I can simply use this mean over here as my x bar. So I can say x bar equal to m. Now let me remove this commentary line, and if I run this again, you can see that we are getting the same output when we are using the variance function, even with x bar argument or without x bar argument. So if you have already calculated the sample mean for your data, then you can pass it as the optional second argument. But if you have not done that, then you can omit that. So this is a very simple example showing that how you can use the variance function from your statics module in Python to calculate the variance or the dispersion of your data. Happy learning, and see you in the next video.